Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am going over the XM2311 pistol. This is a very fancy looking modern version, if you will, of the 1911 or Old Earth pistol as Starfield calls it. This is a bit more high powered when you compare it to the Old Earth weapon. I'll see if I can find one. I've got one kicking about somewhere. There we go. 61 damage compared to 47. Same caliber, same magazine, same rate of fire. In fact, everything else is the same. Except this one's got one more mod slot than the Old Earth pistol. There are some very nice legendary versions of this kicking around. You can get some as quest rewards. It's definitely worth looking into. I had one a little while ago. I lost it unfortunately due to a corrupted save, but it came with an awful lot of traits that made it a devastating weapon. This one has more modifications available than the Old Earth. Your standard ones are suppressors, magazine, your armor piercing rounds and compensator hair trigger. But this one also offers you a laser sight, a red dot sight, a short scope, so you get a zoom magnification of ×2. You can fit a larger magazine into this, which will be very helpful. And all in all, it's a better weapon. It's a much better weapon, if I'm honest. I used this one for a little while. It was quite good fun. It's got good stopping power, but we will give it a bare bones playthrough just to show off what it can and can't do. So aiming down the sights, you're never going to get a good view from an iron sight on a pistol, but nothing to really complain about. A scope is an essential tool, but you can find so many weapon benches out in the world that you can quickly fit one if you're wandering around. There's probably one in this mine somewhere. Let's see if we can sneak up a little bit. I don't do much sneaking, so if I get seen, I do apologise. Please try not to be critical of me. Yeah, he saw me. Seriously not good at sneaking. I'm really bad. Right, they know I'm here, so let's start making our way down. I'm not jumping. I've done that before and broke my leg. Don't like to float down when you're being shot at by a lot of people. You tend to die. Right, anyway. Hip firing, you're never going to do a huge amount of damage. The recoil is not too bad. And the speed at which you can unload is pretty decent. Let's have a look down the gamer down the sights. It's pretty accurate. I do like it a bit more than the Old Earth pistol. It just feels a little bit more responsive. And I know that the stats say they're almost identical, but again, it's a personal thing. And once you do get some of your modifications on there, it becomes a much different weapon. It handles so much differently once you've properly set it up. It's worth taking the time to mess about with pistols, do you think? I mean, acquiring the resources for most of these things aren't really a problem. Somebody executed my target. Okay, never mind. I think that probably is the end of mobs around here, but we'll continue to rant away. Yeah, I try not to compare weapons too much because I don't think it's particularly fair, especially, there's a weapon bench, especially when this is just my own personal views. But if you are looking at a pistol, I've said it before and I'll keep saying it, that the Eon or the Urban Eagle are my personal preferred weapons. Eon being the better one, as I found out recently when I did the video. It's just a much more enjoyable weapon to use. But this one, it looks really nice. I do like the camo design on it. It's painted well. They did a really good job with that, and once you start putting other bits and pieces on there, it starts looking a bit more like a futuristic weapon rather than just a painted old Earth pistol. I'm starting to think I am definitely alone. Oh no, there we go. Definitely a short-range weapon for obvious reasons. Pistols are never designed for long range. You seem to be able to stumble them quite well with this, which is quite good. You'll burn through the ammunition with this though. Something to keep an eye on. If you are going to be using this, then stockpile your ammunition well. But much like the old Earth shotgun and some of the other pistols, think of them more as secondary weapons. They're not really designed for primary. It's just something you want to utilise in very specific circumstances. Sneaking around, close quarter combat, ship missions, especially the hostage rescue, stuff like that. This will do well in those kind of situations. And I pressed the wrong button. Helps if you play around with the right weapon when you're doing your review. So there we go. That is the XM2311. It's a nice weapon. It handles well. It's more powerful than the old Earth. It's about comparable to the others, the more modern pistols that you'll find around in Starfield. I think you may find that this one has less mod slots than some of the others, so that may be a hindrance for you if pistols are your thing. Other than that, that is pretty much all I can really say about it. I mean, I can criticise the iron sights, I can criticise the recoil, maybe, but it's personal gripes more than anything else. I mean, the fact that you can put a scope on this is something that is a big plus for me. I do like the ability to add something that improves your sight when aiming. I don't like the iron sights on most pistols, so that is a nice big plus. I'm pretty certain I said this had a laser sight. Yeah, you can add a laser sight, you can see the rails underneath, so that will improve your accuracy as well. So if you get that with something like the red dot sight and perhaps the suppressor, you'll have yourself a nice little stealth weapon. The ammunition is readily available in all your stores, so you're not going to have a problem picking up ammunition. All in all, a good little weapon. If pistols are your thing, then I would definitely consider keeping an eye out for a legendary version of this. If you could get something with the corrosive shots, or the I can't remember the mod's name, but it gives you a second shot every 4 or 8 rounds, so stuff like that will add to the capabilities there. The depleted uranium stuff, all the elemental damage that some of these legendaries offer you. It's that sort of thing that you want to be looking for when you're looking for weapons like this. It just gives you a bit of an edge. So there, we will leave that there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, a thumbs up would be hugely appreciated. Leave me a comment if you found a legendary somewhere and I didn't cover it properly, then let us know. I'd be very interested to know what you found. The randomness of what can drop and what traits are offered to it is what I enjoy most about working my way through some of the side quests and the faction missions. You never know what you're going to find in crates or on ships or stuff like that. It's just fun to see what you can pick up. So yeah, we will leave it there. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.